gosh, we're already laughing. The movie Elf is a holiday favorite, charming and funny. It instantly puts you in the Christmas mood. While my next guest believes that the film is also full of life lessons kids and grown-ups alike can learn from. Therapist Holly Willard is joining me with holiday lessons from Elf for the whole family. So when you proposed this topic, I don't know, I mean, we were excited about the topic and we love to see you, but I think it was really just an excuse to watch Elf and laugh over clips. This movie is fantastic, and we're giving our senior producer, Stephanie Bryson, a really hard time today. She's never seen it.
Oh my gosh.
Can you believe it?
It's the best show.
So let me catch her up and anyone else out there who's been living under a Christmas rock. So Will Ferrell is the star of the show.
Yes.
He plays Buddy the Elf, and he's transported to the North Pole as a toddler, and he's raised as an elf, comes back to New York City to find his father, and hilarity ensues, right?
Yes.
Did I do that justice?
Perfect.
So really, there's a deeper lesson here?
There's so many deeper lessons. And I think that's really why Elf is very funny, but we connect with the story. The holidays are supposed to be about joy, and it's supposed to be about being with people that we love, and I think that Elf really brings back the magic of the holidays.
So do I understand one of your colleagues actually uses this in therapy, in practice? This movie.
She actually wrote an article about it, a blog about 3 years ago, and then I've taken some of her ideas, and I do a lot of different play therapy stuff with children. Her name is Haley Hune, and she went through and looked at research based on the movie, and it was phenomenal that it all compared to that.
Well, any excuse to watch it is a good night in my book. So we're going to pull some clips. We'll talk on the other side of each one.
Perfect.
Let's start with Buddy the Elf setting us up here.
The best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear.
A famous line from the movie, the best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear. What's the lesson here?
The lesson here is statistically in research, it shows if you sing out loud, it increases your happiness level.
And it has to be out loud.
It has to be out loud.
I actually remember a primary teacher in church sharing this research when we were young, trying to promote kind of hymns singing out loud in the church setting. So at home, this can translate to what? Christmas carols and just open kind of music time as a family?
For me, it translates to putting on the music as loud as I can in my car and blasting it and singing it so nobody else can hear it. But it definitely helps me feel a lot better.
And you do. Your body physically, it's been proven, elevates in joy, happiness, all of those feel goods. All right.
Yes.
Your next Elf quote encourages something we should all do more of. Let's take a look at this next clip.
Smile. Smiling's my favorite.
Okay, that's my favorite line. Smiling. Smiling's my favorite. A lesson there, too.
So research also shows that when you smile, it creates hormones in your body that increases your happiness levels.
So physically, again, the act of physically singing or smiling is going to help us feel happier in the end.
And actually the quote, fake it till you make it, there's some truth to that.
I believe that. You know, you hear that practiced and preached throughout the years. It's like my mom told me a lot as a little girl, so there's truth to that as well.
And then try to find an authentic reason to be smiling. But smiling versus frowning does take less muscles.
And we like to try to, at the end of the day, like you said, look for that authentic reason. But if it helps, gets it going, kind of jumpstart the happiness, we'll take it. All right, Buddy reminds us to enjoy the little things in life. Here's another clip from Elf.
I thought maybe we could make gingerbread houses and eat cookie dough and go ice skating and maybe even hold hands.
Go ice skating, maybe hold hands. That's his dad there. In case you've missed this movie, not really in on the whole Elf joy. So what did we learn from that clip, Holly?
I think this is an especially important lesson for this season, is to remember the little things. Remember the reasons why we are celebrating with our families, and really take that time to connect and be with each other.
That time, right? I love, it's a quintessential quote, but love is spelled T-I-M-E, right?
Yes.
You go back to that, especially at a time like this when the season's so busy and the hustle and bustle is taking over. All right, this is fun. I'm liking this. Let's keep going.
Thank you, Deborah.
Thanks, Deb.
Deb, you have such a pretty face. You should be on a Christmas card.
You just made my day.
Thank you, Deb. All right, the reminder here to be kind.
Yes, and kindness increases your happiness level. When we share or we give service to other, or we connect on that level by giving sincere compliments, it's going to increase our joy for the season also.
It goes two ways. Benefits you, benefits the recipient, in this case, Deb, right, who has a face pretty enough for Christmas cards, so that's a win-win all around. All right, one more clip. This one a little crazy, but I guess there's a message here too.
Hey, what's your name? My name's Buddy. Does someone need a hug?
Oh my gosh, can you just cue up the whole movie? All right, no, come on, there's a lesson here, Holly.
Hugging, again, increases the serotonin in your body and increases your happiness level.
There it is. So whether or not the recipient actually wants the hug it out.
No, that's the other lesson you want to teach your kids.
Yes, please.
Is appropriate people to hug. Don't hug the
Thank you.
raccoon.
Okay.
And then the second thing is to, boundaries and personal space. But we, at the school that I worked at, would do a Christmas party around Elf. And we would use these activities to teach social skills. One of the other things that he talks about is, hi, my name is Buddy, what's your name? And that's a really good way to teach kids, okay, you tell them your name and then you ask them their name.
Right.
And we'd have marshmallow fights with snowballs and just have a really good time. So you can make a lot of fun out of this when you're teaching the lessons.
Many layers of lessons to learn, but I think in general the overall lesson that appealed to me is taking these basic family activities like watching a movie, breaking it down and making it, I mean, that's so approachable for little children, right, to learn through something like
and
this.
And they have so much fun.
Yeah. And we do too. Steph, have we convinced you to watch The Elf yet? Yeah, I think we have. I think we've won her over. Thank you so much. That's a fun approach to a holiday lesson, a lighter lesson, and a great excuse to have a movie night and pull out those Elf clips.